Good evening, you guys. So, I want to apologize for last night. I had some weather issues and we lost some power. So, I'm going to go ahead and just say I'm sorry for that in the beginning. However, we're here tonight and I'm just going to go ahead and dive in on getting you guys started. You guys, these are vital, especially if you're new, because then 90% of people join this company or join any company because they need some extra money or they need money back in their pocket. And no better way to do it than to just dive in head first and to learn right out of the gate how to do this. If you're trying to figure this out on your own, I want to encourage you to don't. So many people have already walked that walk and made those mistakes. And that's kind of why I do this twice a month, to help you guys get off and running on the correct foot and to make sure that, you're taking those right steps and that you have everything filled out in the back office that you needed to. So what I'm doing tonight is kind of focusing on the system. It's a newer system, so it's hard for people to get plugged into it and to make that habit. But if you do it right out of the gate, it's a no-brainer. It's what you start doing, it's what your downline starts doing, and then for your whole team's doing it, and it's a duplicating a system. You can't duplicate people, but you can duplicate a system. So with that being said, you've made your kit, you made your order, your kit's on the way. I highly encourage you to start acting and start doing before your kit arrives. Don't wait on the product to start talking about it because you're already behind in the gates. You guys, when I started this company, I didn't even have any product in hand. I didn't have any product until about 3 days in of promoting the product. I would just took my friend's word for it, and I didn't have the money to buy it. So I just took her word and used what she told me, and I went for it. And I just prayed to God that I would love the product. And I did, thank goodness. But I just kept moving forward no matter whether I thought I knew something or whether I thought I was perfect at something. It didn't matter to me at this point because I needed the income more than I wanted to feel perfect about something. So basically, you've signed up, you're here, you're ready to do this. If you have had your one-on-one call with your upline, great. I encourage you to make sure that that's something that's vital, because you can make sure that you and your upline are on the same page at the same pace. Because if you're really here just for a hobby part-time, which is great, there's nothing wrong with that, but they know that, I know that, whoever's working with you knows that that perspective and doesn't try to push you to actually run maybe like they are with their business. So it's very vital to communicate. If you're here to build a business, make sure they're aware of that also. Next, you want to make sure and get your launch party scheduled. That is another huge step. And when we talk about launch party, it's really about you just sharing the product with whoever you feel would be interested. It doesn't mean they have to buy. It's just really about putting it before them and showing them what you're doing and why you love it, and just getting it in their hands to smell it. Second, third, you want to make your social media posts. You want to put it out there that you're doing something. It doesn't mean you have to tell people to buy your product. It doesn't mean you have to tell people to join your team. It's just you tell them that you're doing a new adventure, you found something that you love, however you want to do it. And if you have issues or you feel like you're uncomfortable constructing that post, reach out to somebody on the team. They're more than willing to help you. I will help you. Next, you want to make sure that you're joining the trainings. We have trainings every Monday, whether it's a training or it's an actual Topanga meet and mingle, or this onboarding. This onboarding is twice a month. And I think actually this month it might be 3 times a month because we have 5 weeks instead of 4. I don't know, I have to look at that. But make sure that you're participating in those. Make sure you're showing up, because if you're not showing up and you're wondering why your business isn't growing, that's why. You have to, somebody said this to me one time. It was a man. He told me, he said, Tommy, he said, you get what you give. And what he meant by that is if you're not doing the thing. So for example, what he was talking about was, I was kind of closing off to the world. I wasn't going to birthday parties. I wasn't participating in family activities. I was just kind of shutting everything off. And then I wondered why nobody wanted to talk to me or be around me. But he said to me, when you start giving and you start showing up and start doing those things, you get that back. And so that's something that I really held close to my heart. And now I show up even if I don't feel like it. I show up even if I don't have somebody on that call. I show up if I don't feel like I'm going to benefit from it, because you never know what you're going to learn and you never know who you're going to impact. So whether you feel like it or not, if you really want something to grow, you need to show up. It's not always easy. It's not always convenient, but that's how your business grows. I just kind of want to run through our new distributor resource with you real quick. It's something that just released, and it's really kind kind of cool. I mean, it's very helpful, especially if you're brand new in this industry and have no idea what you're doing. But the first section of it has been released, and the first section is called My Kit is on the Way, and it really just gives you a checklist of things to go through to make sure that you're doing those things right, and to make sure you're checking everything off that you need to know about or that need to have done. The second is Let's Get the Word Out. It's really about prepping you and your phone or anything you need to really have everything ready and available. It shows you how to put your website, both back office and ordering site, on your phone. So it's just right there handy. You can click it and you're there. Excuse me. And also something about this resource is that any picture or graphics on there is downloadable and you can reuse it. It talks up to you about the ranks, how to learn them. It talks to you about communications, about with corporate, if you have an issue with something. Guidelines, it talks to you about the guidelines that we have as a distributor. And then there's an FAQ section, and then it gives you all the sent graphics. Let's Get Involved is the next section, and basically it tells you the groups to join, the main distributor page. If you haven't joined your uplines page, I highly suggest you do that. It talks to you about making samples, because samples is probably one of the biggest ways to get the scents out there for people to smell, so that you can start building that business. It gives you templates, and then it talks to you about marketing materials on there also. And then the next one is Let's Get Social. And it gives you a few graphics, especially the newer ones. This is our anniversary week, so they're releasing new things and they're already in there. It gives you fall graphics. It really gives you anything you need so that you don't have to feel like you have to create those graphics if that's not something you're like a strong point in. And it even gives you engagement graphics. The last one, the second to last one, is Let's Grow Together. So it talks about mindset and belief, and talking about creating your why. What do you want out of this business? What excites you and inspires you? What do you want for yourself and your family? And it talks to you about dreaming big, about checking in with your upline. And then last but not least, this is my favorite section by far, and it's called Helpful How-To Videos. Everything that you need to know is in there. And here's what I want to encourage you. If you don't understand how to do something, don't ask your upline. Do not. You need to learn how to do it and understand it so that when you start to build a team, you can direct them on the same. Because if you're asking your upline to do it and you have a team of 10 and 5 of them people, say you brought 3 new people on this month, and 3 of them people are asking you how to do something right at dinner time, guess what? First of all, you shouldn't be answering because you're at dinner time with your family, but at the same time, you get overwhelmed. And for me personally, it would be, I'm overwhelmed, I'm frustrated because I'm trying to take care of my family. I'm trying to get my new team off and running correctly. And it just sets you up for not an even kill flow system. So I want to encourage you, if you don't understand something, go to this resource and find it so that you can pass that and relay that down the line. We're always here to help if you can't find something, but I just like to encourage you guys to do that on your own. There is how to access your Topanga site, team productivity. This is all in the back office. It's telling you how to do it. Oh, excuse me. Team productivity report, help tickets, how to locate commission information, how to locate past orders.
Finding a help ticket in your back office is very, if you're looking for
how to access downline info, how to locate current rank. I mean, it just tells you all the different things in there. I got to quit touching it because it keeps going off. So just make sure that you guys go through that and you're utilizing it. If you guys have any questions, you need anything, I'm here to help you. Reach out to me, reach out to your upline, Heather, whoever, just to make sure that you're getting things addressed and getting off on the right foot. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. So if you need anything, reach out, and have a good night, guys. Bye.